All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Slice of Shonen Podcast. I am your host on the boat, Sailor. And I think we're pretty on time this week. You know, I think things have worked out very well. I think we can all come together and agree that this podcast is very much on time. That is for true, and I am truing. But of course, for once in my life, I'm not just talking to the voices in my head. I have my co-host here that I'm talking to specifically. Let me run down the line here. We have the Cookin' Taco. We have the Silver. We have the me. Hey, how's it going? And of course, we have the Zenith Annie Manga, who dropped a video a couple of days ago. Make sure you guys go check that one out. The streets are raving about it. They say, oh my God, 10 out of 10, this brother is cooking. So, you know, make sure you go check that out. Also, check out down below the Patreon channel and Patreon are linked down below. Check them both out. Tell your friends about them. Tell them to do the same. And donate infinite money to the Patreon. There you go. But anyway, fellas, is there anything you would like to say to these lovely people before we get started?
Not particularly.
Real shit. Well, let me look through these comments here. Oh, go ahead.
Still got the background from last week. Actually, someone just mentioned in chat. You're right.
No, I was just gonna keep it there this week, to be honest, but I'll change it.
No. I mean, if it was intentional.
I gotta change the text. No, I have to change the text color. I have to figure out how to do that in Streamlabs. So your guys' chats actually appear on screen. So for now, I think I will just change it back. That is a good point. Until can I figure it out? Let me try to figure it out in the middle of the podcast. If it just switches, then you know that I couldn't do it. But anyway, let me look through these comments and then I'll start doing that while we talk about chapters and all that stuff. Weary Exile saying, welcome to the late podcast of Washed Goats. What the fuck? How fucking dare you? I thought we bonded, yesterday. Like, wow, Dandadan so good. I thought, we came together as, a unit, but I guess not. The fake prevails. Damn. Red Flash saying, long-time listener, first time joining live. Hey there, fellas. Hello. Welcome. Hopefully you enjoy your stay here, Shine. Hopefully you're able to join us for more live podcasts in the future. Even if not, though, we appreciate you for listening. Thank you. I Hate Zenith saying Zoro learning leopards are from Africa gave him the much-needed strength to win.
I fucking called it, man. I fucking called it.
That's that real shit, man. The longest low diff in history. We'll talk about it in a second, bro. Weary Exile saying watch Zoro learn that Black Sea exists, gonna split that shit in half like Moses. That's some real shit, bro. Kaneki saying, bro, I forgot that I'm in Texas. That's some real shit, bro. I just forget where I'm at. So it's an hour back. Okay, yeah, that makes more sense. True. Red Flash some say he's a truther. I've also heard that. I'm glad to know we're on the same page here. Also, it's been a blast in here. I'm glad you're having fun, Kaneki. Good. I'm happy things are treating you well, bruv. Bro, hey, we'll try to get to it. I Hate Zenith. Okay, jeez, chill out. God. Kimono saying, if you actually think the sandworm Gorosei is dead, you just need to stop reading OP. Media literacy? ? Zero coming back saying, yes, the ensemble of washed goats with its head, the fraudulent sailor, being such a bum. God. Thank you. I appreciate it. Komodo also saying, first time catching a live, by the way, found y'all like 2 weeks ago. Oh, a new viewer. I thought you were new, but I didn't know you were that new. Holy fuck. Well, welcome. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate you for sticking with us. Hopefully you stick with us in the future and don't think we're dumb and leave. But anyway, yeah, thank you so much. Let me see. Question. Hardy Hologram says, question to the comic guys in VC. How's the new Ultimate Spider-Man? Do you guys have anything you want to say about that?
Oh. Was there a new issue recently? Did I miss that?
I'm not sure. I'm ignorant in these sorts of things.
Same here.
I'm checking
That's
right
out of
now.
my wheelhouse.
If there was a new issue, I wanna read that. Thank you for the heads up.
True.
We'll have to get back on that.
Yeah, I was about to say, let me finish reading these and then Zenith will let us know if there has been one. Weary Exile saying, sorry, my not that much older senpai sailor. Okay, well, he
There
didn't
has
have.
not been a new issue, but I will say it's really good. I love it.
Oh, hell yeah.
Anyway,
Glad to hear
continue.
it. He says, sorry, my not that much older senpai sailor. You could have just left out the older part, but Don is peak, and so is everyone on the Ensemble of Excellence. Hey, the good guys win again, baby. Let's go. Don brings people together, man. For those of you who don't know, who don't follow me on Twitter, at SkyCadet13, I'm lying. It's at Anime Blackman. But yeah, if you don't follow me on Twitter, I just caught up on Don and TLDR, because I don't want to hold up the podcast. I think it's good. I think it is very, very good. I'm excited to see what happens next. Mario saying Jew Peter doing his best to make sure the spice flows. And then Zero saying, Sailor, your ultimate hater returns to continue on my legacy. Hey, man, he has to continue it. Let nobody else take his shine. I respect that. But anyway, that's all the chats for right now, fellas. Are you guys ready to dive into our first chapter of the week?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
All right. One New Piece, chapter 1110. How are we feeling about it, fellas?
It's
this shit
kind
was
of a
pretty
big
sick.
deal.
Shit's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy.
I was not expecting this at all.
Yeah.
I
was not expecting
answering
it.
questions. What?
Bro, no, never. Never, ever. How do you guys feel about the first double page spread since Dressrosa?
It's pretty good. I like it quite a bit.
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
I like it a lot, man. It's so fucking good. Well, I guess we can just delve right into that, because that's been something that I've noticed about the Gorosei, and other people have as well, obviously. But them being introduced as just the yokai, like not even like devil fruit model, whatever. It's just the yokai. Do you guys think that like is gonna lead to something, or do you think they do just have devil fruits and they're just introducing their fruits or whatever?
That does seem to be a popular theory. I mean, personally, I'm still holding on to the idea that they are just devil fruits. They just like cut out the specific models, well, just because there's like trying to get 5 people in all at once, and so I'm running on that until it's proven otherwise.
It is
I
bit,
think the same.
it is a bit more like efficient than being like mythical Zoan horse fruit model Bakotsu, and it's like, like that's a bit much to fit into that tiny
doing it for
panel.
every single one.
Yeah, so I mean, but also there's the whole like demonic summoning ritual thing, which I don't know, man. That's literally like nothing else in the whole series.
Yeah. Hey, man, shit's kind of nuts. I shan't cap. Yeah, I feel like this has to be something. Like what it could be, I'm not sure. I know Morge made a video a little bit ago talking about why he believes that the Gorosei are like actual monsters and it's not just devil fruits, and this adds a lot of credence to that. So maybe it's that, but yeah, I feel like there's no way. This has to lead to something.
Yeah.
I still think they're just devil fruit users, and I think the demonic circles, the summoning, everything is just a part of their abilities because they're mythical zones, and mythical zones have magic abilities. But I'm not totally against the idea of them just being monsters or demons. I think it just depends what Oda decides to do with it, because To me, that would be an odd decision to just make them demons or monsters, because devil fruits are just the main power system of the series, and they still work for this scenario. So it'd be odd to me that he would just be like, well, these guys are different, they're special. It's like, I get it, they're the five elders, but I think giving them all mythical zone demon related devil fruits is like special enough, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
I think we'll
But
put it right there.
it's interesting
Put it right
pick
there.
for powers, because
Yeah.
a lot of people have been trying to like look into more information about them, and a lot
I
of
was
these
doing that
don't
this
have.
morning.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they
Yeah,
don't,
no,
there's
same
not
here.
a whole
It's
lot
like-
about them.
Yeah.
So this is everything I have now. God, Saturn's is the one we just have the most info on, because
Yeah.
there is so many different legends and stories based on where you would be in Japan. A lot of them have to do with just it cursing people with illnesses, which
Makes
I mean,
sense.
That's not an ability it has, but that's very narratively important so
Mhm.
far. That doesn't really tell us anything. There's a few stories where it like shape shifts for like tricking people in order to eat them. I found a couple stories of it using like sort of tricky means like that in order to get food. And that's just like something a devil fruit user can do as far as zones goes. Like that doesn't tell us anything interesting either.
Yeah.
I found apparently there's poison in some regards, but we haven't seen him do that. Nothing we've seen him do.
I think we've seen him use
in terms
poison.
of- have we?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's coated his legs in poison.
Oh,
He's
that's
got,
right.
like,
He
blood
coated
shit.
his legs in
Yeah.
poison. That's true. That's true. I forgot about that. Okay, so the poison's there. That yeah. And also he has that like that fucking look he does, and they just couldn't move or anything.
Where he
I don't
can
know.
like keep people.
Mhm.
from
I don't know what
moving.
that's about. That man, what if that is just like some crazy conquerors hockey or something? Like that might not even be
That's
related. to his
fucking
powers.
nutty if that's the case. Jesus
That right?
Christ.
Like
Yeah,
I don't know, man. I don't know. Then we get to the Itsumade, which fucking nothing really. There's a story where there's this plague going on and people are dying every night from it, and this bird snake creature thing shows up almost every night and is like Itsumade, like a goddamn Pokemon. And it's like that's not even what its name is. People just started calling it an Itsumade because of that story. Like that isn't even what it's called in the story. It's just like doesn't have a name.
Mhm.
It's like that doesn't Itsumade just means until when. Like
Pomade.
that's so
pomade.
vague. What do you mean by that? What I can gather, it's from what I can tell, my own personal theory on that story is it seems kind of like a banshee, like you hear it and it's an omen of death. But you could also interpret it as being a cause of the illness. You could interpret it as being something that feeds on the death in the area or whatever. There's a lot of ways you could look at that. I don't know. There's nothing to get from that for this, because he's just like bird monster. Like, there's no powers to hear about.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Just
the
bird
Feng
man, bro.
Shi, the Feng Shi is Chinese actually, not a yokai. It's just a destructive boar monster. I saw a couple bits regarding it as like a rain deity, so maybe it'll have water powers.
Oh,
that
Yeah,
That's
I
kinda
was reading up
crazy
a bit
if
on
that's
that
the
too.
case.
I wasn't able to scrounge up a lot of information on the Feng Shi either, but the only real story I could find and related to it being defeated by this heroic archer. So maybe that could allude to Usopp being the one trying to take him down.
Let's go.
I also
Could be
found that. I also found that about the Itsubade though. So like,
So it could apply as well. Interesting.
Exactly.
He's
Although,
taking both of them
in
down.
which case, I could say
take
it
them
could
both.
be
Yeah.
that. Yeah, so we could have it would be where the Itsumade is going to be taken down by Usopp, and then Feng Shi, which is technically a warthog if you think about it, it could be taken down by Zoro. Because where are warthogs from?
The motherland, Africa.
And then there's like, okay,
Exactly.
so this is the next is the Bakotsu, which is interesting because every source I find on is just like, okay, it's a yokai that comes from a horse that burned to death. The interesting part is I can't find anything that says that aside from people talking about One Piece.
Yeah.
Well, if you look up
We're trying to
Bakotsu,
figure it
doesn't
out.
it just show up on Inuyasha characters?
I was just about to say,
That's what I
yeah.
got too.
So
But,
like,
okay.
I can't find anything like any actual source that talks about the Bakotsu that isn't a guy talking about One Piece.
Yeah, he's
Right.
just a skeleton horse. His
Although I will-
abilities, he's a skeleton horse and he has like ice powers. That's the only thing we know
Right.
about him.
Oh, I will say that actually is interesting in and of itself if you think about it, because like the story, all the little stories we do get is basically describing the same thing: a horse that burned to death.
Yeah.
So like you would assume then, and its powers would be
Fire
based
powered.
on fire, but it's ice, which is interesting if you think about it, because like I could connect them back to Brook, which is a lot of other people saying as well, because like they both have the chill of the underworld ability. So that could be an
Yeah.
interesting matchup in the future as well.
Brook victim. You're right.
Yeah, you're right, bro. Brooke's gonna learn how to speed blitz people, and that's gonna
That
be
would
sick.
actually be so
I know, right?
It's like, this guy
I
climbs
know.
up his Zoro's opponent and he's a fucking Brook victim.
That would be clean, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, bro, it's skeleton horse versus the bone
Versus
guy.
skeleton,
bro.
yeah.
They're
I
both
know-
skeletons. They
Rock
both
your
have ice
soul,
powers. They're
yeah.
both using swords. That's a matchup, man.
Yeah,
I think it
That
could be
would go
interesting
hard.
actually. Like no cap.
Yeah.
I think it's probably going to be Zoro's matchup, but
Yeah.
it is interesting that there's the parallels with Brook.
yeah, no, I think
Yeah.
that's-
I
it's
was oh god.
cool.
Yeah.
Well, it's like, I don't know. I think it would be a cool fight for Zoro, especially since it's like this guy seems very reliant on speed, and that's like not Zoro's thing. So you kinda, that could be like him improving his observation hockey. Like that comes into play there. I don't know. It could be something like that. We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, I was
We need more info.
talking about it before, and like I would really love to see a situation where he's just zipping around the island, and then like the page turn is just like he clashes with Zoro, and he's just like, "What the fuck? Like you stop me? What the hell?" And then that leads to a fight. That'd be so cool.
Mm-hmm.
That would be.
Speaking of Zoro, do we want to get into the longest low diff in
There
history?
is.
Or
There is one other devil fruit or ability here that we have not talked about, and that is sand.
Shai Halud.
It's like I was looking into this, and it's like the only sandworm that I can find that isn't just purely from like someone who just wrote a story, like like mythology and stuff, right? Like folklore, is just the Mongolian deathworm, which
Right.
like
whoa, that's a
that,
cool name.
from what I can tell, it's hard to tell how much that is actually rooted in any actual culture, because as far as like the West is concerned, we first heard about it in like the 1920s when some guy went over there and then brought back like, hey, some fucking worms out there in the Gobi desert.
Shit's kind of crazy.
Bit strange, bit big. And like, I don't know, maybe someone will inevitably correct me, but like, actually it was shown in this ancient story, and like, thank you, that'd be cool, but I can't find anything. So it's like, yeah, maybe Oda just liked Dune. Like, I don't know. It's such an odd man out in this whole lineup, and I don't know what to make of that.
I'll tell you what though, this nigga is ugly. God damn. That is one ugly boy.
I do want to say, bro kinda has the Kaido scar on its face.
I
which
thought
is
Laboon.
weird. Fair enough. I didn't.
But yeah,
I can't tell if that's like a scar or if it's just like a part of its
A marking.
design.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
because
feel like it's a scar.
I mean, like Peter over here, he don't have a scar. I'm not calling him his full name. He's just Peter.
Bro, what do you? He could have the fucking Luffy X thing on his chest too.
True.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it is just a part of the design, but God, that boy looks rough, bro. What is up with these lips and his teeth? What is up with that?
It's funny.
I guess so, yeah. That
This Zoda we're talking
that
about.
nigga looks so ugly, bro. Holy fuck. He does not have that shit put together. But hey, shouts out to him. Yeah, Gorosei. I'm really excited to see what the fuck they do now. If they get any more battles, now that fucking Zoro and Sanji, well, Sanji's still trying to get Vegapunk back, but yeah, I'm interested to see what happens with them now, like what the fuck they're doing. I know the one flew up and is trying to get through the barrier. I feel like still they're just gonna order Kizaru to do it. Like they're gonna try after a while, and then they're gonna be like, "This sucks, Kizaru, you do it." Figure it out, do it, and you know that'll be the biggest dilemma for our boy here. But yeah, I don't know what the fuck the rest of them are gonna do. Maybe they'll just fight Luffy and the Giants, which will be sick. I'd love to see Dory, Broggy, and Luffy like all gianted up, like just battling these dudes. That'd be sick, dude. I'm hoping that's what happens.
Okay.
But yeah, I guess now we move on to Zoro. How did you guys feel about the fight finally ending?
Bro, what was
I
he
fucking called
doing
it.
this whole time? Like,
Bro, I don't know. This is so strange.
is he stupid? Like,
Unironically, is he stupid? Like, bro, I truly don't know what was going on with this. Like, if Zoro could just end this, because I'm not, like, I don't know how to take this fight, because I've seen people be like, oh, this is like a low diff battle for Zoro. And I was like, I wouldn't say that, because bro was huffing and puffing. But like, he also ends it like the second Sanji's like, you suck, nigga. He just ends it.
It's literally the lock-in meme.
Yeah,
Like he heard that's like, all right, time to get in there.
genuinely, bro, he
And
locked
so-
in.
It's just strange. Like, why?
Yeah, I'm not sure, because I've been reading people's opinions on this whole thing, mainly just for the funniness of it all, because so many people are like, bro, Zoro one-shot Lucci. And I was like, I guess we'll just ignore the rest of the fight, but okay. And just seeing, agenda piece at its peak, always very funny when it comes to stuff for Zoro. But I was mainly just like reading things, and people were saying like, well, it looks like Zoro was trying, like not only because he was huffing and puffing, but like people talked about the aura on his swords. It looks like he had like the Conqueror's lightning going a little bit. So it's like, was he using that the whole time? Like, did he use it? Because they were pointing this out when Zoro was like, oh, you think you have the upper hand in this fight. And like, that's when they noticed the aura and the lightning. So I genuinely don't know. Like, I feel like this fight should have been shorter than what it was. I don't know why we stalled Zoro.
I think what it was, Zoro was just stalling him the whole time. He didn't want to take him out immediately because Rob Lucci's in the awakened zone, so he knows he'll probably get back up pretty quickly. Because Zoro specifically says in chapter 1107, Rob Lucci says, "You're a pack of fools, unable to cut loose a single member for the good of the rest. As long as you're still alive, your friends are trapped here." And Zoro says, "You say that as though you're the one in control of how long we fight, Rob Lucci." Which implies that Zoro was just... Basically, Zoro would have ended the fight whenever he wanted. He was letting the fight continue. He was in control of how long the fight went on.
Yeah. That's like
Why though? Like I don't.
Yeah, like
Because Rob
why-
Lucci is in the awakened zone. Because if he took him out too quickly, he would just get back up later, and they would have the same problem again.
Well, then he could just one-shot him again.
Yeah, but he's keeping him stalled, so they don't have to worry about that. You're.
I
that's
guess
not a
it, like,
problem.
from
I
the
get it, but
literally
also
what just happened is like not a problem at all.
I'm not debating with you like that you're wrong about that. I just think it's stupid anyway.
but it's.
I guess
efficient.
you could.
It literally
you
worked.
could.
I don't see like why.
You could
it
look at it
worked, but
from the perspective of just like, okay, instead of like trying to figure out like, let's say he beats him and then Rob Lucci gets up and then is like hiding and being on fuck shit, whereas like now you know where Rob Lucci is like the whole time, type deal.
Yeah, Rob Lucci's dangerous. He can kill the weaker members of the Straw Hats. So Zoro kept him occupied till they were about to leave. They were about to leave. Jinbei showed up, so he took them out, and now they're gonna leave. Like it makes perfect sense.
Well, I think another thing you could bring up too is like, well,
Zoro
why
could
doesn't
ask
Zoro
what
just
the
kill
hell.
him? Like if he like beats him, why not just stab him and kill him like afterwards?
Because it's One Piece character. They're not gonna kill him.
Bro, Zoro has been murking niggas, bro.
Yeah, but like Oda doesn't want to kill Rob Lucci.
That's fair. Yeah.
I mean,
Rob
that's
Lucci's
fair.
like
That's
he
a
was
that's
the
a
main
meta
villain of an arc, and
reason.
he's come back multiple times. He's not gonna kill off Rob Lucci.
Bro.
Yeah,
But my
like,
Zoro
at that
agenda,
point-
what the hell?
Okay. This whole thing seems just weird. 'Cause,
Yeah,
like,
I
you're
definitely
right.
do think it's weird.
I think it all makes perfect sense though. Like it's all logical.
Okay.
Like what's weird about it?
Just kill him, and he won't because it's One
It's-
Piece. But
It's
also,
Oda's
like,
not gonna kill him.
yeah, I'm aware that that's not like
That-
an
I think, yeah, that's
in-story
what makes
reason,
it
though.
weird,
That's just
yeah.
that's a meta reason. So I can.
Yeah, but
I
Zoro
think that's
doesn't
still
just
weird.
kill people all the time either. Zoro has cut tons of people. He didn't finish off Da's bones after he cut him. He didn't be like, all right, now I'm gonna fucking cut your head off. It's like he cut him. He
Well, the
defeated
difference
him and
is
he left.
like this is the dilemma that we're in like right now. So like if Zoro is particularly holding him off because he's afraid that he'll attack the crew after he gets up, why not just kill him? Type deal.
Well, that's because Oda won't kill him.
Exactly. So that's not a narrative reason. or
right,
character
yeah.
reason.
Like
That's
I
just-
understand what you mean by
I
that,
get
but
that,
yeah.
and I think I can. It's okay to feel like that's a little weird for a decision to make as a character, because he has this dilemma where it's like, okay, I want to hold him off, but I don't want to let him, get over there and like fuck things up. Well, now he's got to deal with this. Like he's just got to deal with holding him off, even though he could definitely be useful in the fight, in the main fight.
Yeah, at the end of the day, I definitely
I think
like
it's weird.
yeah, at the end of the
Has
day,
Zoro
Zoro
ever
is
killed anyone on screen?
I don't-
Like officially.
I guess you could like argue King, because that nigga like flew off the island. But no, King was alive at the
King's
end. We
still
saw
alive.
him. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I don't
I'm
think
not
Zoro
sure
has
if it was
ever
like on screen.
killed anyone.
Okay.
And the only confirmed death we have that Zoro has actually killed someone is Mr. Seven, and that was off screen.
Mm-hmm.
It showed in the One Piece live action, but
I mean, yeah, but Zoro he's killed people before, so like
yeah, but
Yeah.
wouldn't say it's out of character for him not to kill him because he hasn't for 1,000 chapters.
yeah,
I'm
but
not
it's also
saying it's out
in-
of character. I'm just saying it is just the best decision to make, and he is experienced enough as a fighter to understand that.
I don't know.
But
Maybe Rose training is
It's
hockey.
not the best decision because he fucking worked. Like what he did worked.
Of course, like you can still like have things work, but you can have like things work more efficiently. Like you could have got to the same destination easier, sort of deal.
I mean, if he would have killed him, he'd just been standing around doing nothing. The rest of the arc,
He
pretty
would have
much.
been fighting with Luffy. I imagine.
He could have also just
I don't
like
think
ran
so.
back with the rest of the group too.
That's
like
true.
I don't like it. It would have been fine if Zoro was just like zibing out. But at the end of the day, like you were saying, it did work. So
Yeah.
it's whatever. It's just weird. But
I don't
yeah.
think it's weird.
But yeah, they finally wrapped up that fight. I know, Taco, you were bringing up before, like you think the Straw Hats are gonna retreat. Do you still think that's gonna be like, at least for right now? Do you think Zoro's done with his fight? Do you think he's gonna go help out Luffy, or you think he's just gonna meet up with the rest of the Straw Hats and they all leave once the thing has been broadcast?
They're gonna leave.
Okay. True and
Probably,
true.
gonna help on defense to get him out of there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
Especially now that the
Oliver's not
military,
here.
yeah, the military can now like infiltrate the island. So I can definitely see him like going back with the rest of the crew and making sure they're all good. Where is Bonnie at right now? Is she with the rest of them, or is she?
He's with Frankie on the pirate ship.
Okay.
Or the Giants ship.
Okay, yeah, because I know they're directly going after Bonnie in this chapter, and I forgot where she was. I know she was with the Giants for a little bit, but I forgot where else they were.
Yeah, Atlas, Frankie, and Bonnie are all together on the Giants ship.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
Yeah. So that makes sense. They'll try to go after her, and I'm sure, the Straw Hats will step in and put an end to that, which will be cool. We'll probably get to see a few more matchups between the Straw Hats, even if it's just like a brief little encounter, and then we'll get the fuck up out of here. But yeah, overall, good chapter, man. I really enjoyed this one. It was cool to just let the Gorosei land. We get to feel the weight of everything that's going on. We have 7 minutes until the broadcast is about to start, which is already kind of faster than I thought we would be moving. I'm gonna be real. I was I was expecting like fucking Namek time, where it's like, 30 seconds have passed. It's like, oh, cool. Especially since the Gorosei just touched down. I was expecting it to be like a crazy speed feat with Samurai guy, where he just like runs around the island and is like, oh my god, 10 seconds passed. That's insane. So it was cool to see like, no, 7 minutes are we have all that time left. I guess we just gotta hold out until then. Cool. But yeah, good chapter, man. Good chapter. Is there anything else you guys would like to say before we dive into the next one?
Oh yeah. I guess there's literally the thing at the end when, I mean, cut into pieces, Mr. Shia over there.
Is he actually cut into pieces? I thought they just hit him and then.
No, he's in
cut him in
pieces.
half.
He's in 3 pieces.
Oh wow. Okay. Oh yeah. I'm just now seeing that now.
And
Now,
like I saw even in the chat, I saw people theorizing about like how like his ability may play into being alive, but it's like I imagine it's gonna be like Saturn, where
he's just gonna be fine.
okay.
Yeah.
They're all
no
immortal for whatever
doubt about
reason.
that.
Yeah, the Gorosei probably all have like healing abilities.
Yeah.
Connected to
Whatever it
their
is.
powers.
Some kind of
yeah.
crazy shit. Yeah. You gotta hit all of
I'm
them
just
at the
waiting.
same time, and that's how you do damage.
Yeah, I'm just waiting to see how. Him split into like 3 different worms now.
Oh yeah, that would be interesting. Oh yeah, I guess before we move on, fellas, the worst thing came to pass. The cover story is just Yamato going around Wano.
I told you.
Fuck, man. Fuck. I thought we were gonna get something else, but yeah, it's just Yamato. Which is fine at the end of the day. I do like Yamato. But damn. I was kind of hoping for a little more. Who knows? Maybe it will lead to more like towards the end of the cover story. I'm holding out hope, but until then, damn. But anyway, are you guys ready to move on now?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, chat. I will read the rest of the messages after we get done the My Hero section. I'll be real. I gotta pee, so I'm just gonna introduce this next section, and I'm gonna let my host do their thing. My Hero Academia, chapter 417. Fellas, how are we feeling about this one?
This is a fucking good chapter.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's just this is kind of the thing. I mean, we've just been waiting for to happen. Is just this mental space, seeing the idea of Deku seeing Shigaraki's origin story is like, I mean, that's just been something that fans have been waiting for quite a long time, and how he's gonna react to that. And it's like he is rightfully horrified so far, and he hasn't even seen the worst of it. So
I feel like having Nana here is definitely gonna add to that, though. Because like I feel like it's important for her to see this as well.
Yeah.
Oh god, I love Nana. Like, she's such a tragic character in every way, and this is really nice closure for her character. Being able to like, I mean, like actual closure. Like she's able to get that closure for her, what she would consider her greatest failings, and it's very sad. Like she, it's very hard to argue that she made the wrong choice when, like, you know, her reasons for like leaving her son behind very sound. Didn't want him to die, but it just turned out so horribly, and it is just a tragedy. And this
It's
is really,
even more justifiable because it's like she died.
yeah,
Like it's like yeah, it was I would argue it was the correct choice, even though this all happened because of that decision. The opposite is she would have died, and her son most likely would have probably died after, somewhere along the line, because it's like,
oh yeah,
like she lost.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's really tragic that this is how everything turned out, but also it's like, you can't really do anything else. I guess technically speaking, if she kept her son and he died, then Shigaraki wouldn't have been born, and then we're fucking. Maybe we wouldn't be in that's bad of a position.
Well, to be fair, we could be in like an even worse one, because what if Nana crashes out and now we lost that shit? Yeah. But I think this is like for this chapter, I don't know if anyone else in chat, I doubt it, but I was listening to Schoolboy Q's new album, and there was a line on there where he's like just talking about his life and like the challenges that he's gone through and like trying to be a better father. And there's a line where he's just like, he's worried so much about providing for his kid, like he's stressed out over what he has to do. And he says something along the lines like, sometimes you have to be a deadbeat to make sure your children eat. And I was like, whoa. I've never heard it put that way. And like reading this chapter is like, it's the same sort of dilemma for Nana, because like we were talking about, where it's, yeah, like I totally understand where she's coming from, but it's so interesting because I get where her son's coming from, Kotaro. Not the fucking child abuse part. Chill out, you weirdo. But like him being so upset about Nana leaving and just saying like they just leave to help random people, like what the fuck, and how that goes into the failings of hero society and what needs to change, things like that. I feel like this chapter did a very good job at illustrating the struggles that Nana has gone through, as well as like how that has affected the rest of her family, and like just her wanting to, like her being a hero, and like how that has affected like generations of people basically. And just all of that stuff that goes into it, man. It's really interesting. I like this chapter a lot, and I'm happy my girl finally got like a little bit of closure. It's still pretty sad with her saying it's all my fault. It's not, but like I know she's gonna feel that way, man. Fuck.
Yeah, I don't think we can really do anything to stop that. Because I mean, it's her family. She's gonna feel responsible for that no matter what you say.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially after seeing this, it's just.
Lexton put it really well with him saying like Nana's legacy on one hand is All Might and Izuku, and on the other it's Kotaro and Shigaraki. Like she is truly just a person stuck in the middle, man. It's so hard. It's so fucking hard, man. And Nana's such a good character. Like I love Nana Shimura so fucking much. I love her. I'm so happy she got this chapter of just her. And I'm really surprised already that we sent all the quirks over. This fight is moving like way faster than I thought.
Yeah, that punch was devastating.
Yeah, dude. Like that shit blew up the inner world, it looked like. I'm really surprised that we're already back to Deku, like still having one for all, obviously, but none of the extra quirks with it. I wonder how that's going to play a part in the fight, if at all. Maybe the rest of the battle is just in this Vestige world, which honestly I wouldn't be
I
all
don't
that
mind.
mad about.
I
Yeah.
like the message world. It's really cool. You get a lot of cool stuff happening. Like
Yeah.
when he opens the door and it turns into the picture.
The
Like,
picture.
that's so
Yeah.
good. And it's like it's a really cool transition because the door is surrounded by like a solid black door frame, like of the house.
Mhm.
But that black door frame becomes empty space for Tenko's hand to be holding the picture.
Mhm.
Really
Yep.
simple stuff like that. It's so cool. Horikoshi always cooks when it comes to the dream stuff.
Oh yeah.
Like the real abstract stuff.
I was just about to say, yeah, abstract as hell. Yeah, he really does a good job with that stuff.
So, yeah, I'm excited for more of that. Like when you start like seeing all the memories come up earlier in this fight, like I love it. I love it so much.
Yeah, I really liked it with like transitioning from Stain to Redestro to Overhaul, and Izuku's like, man, shut the fuck up. Let me in this house, man. God, get me in here. Is also really interesting too how Shigaraki just wanted someone to reach out and help him, and now that Izuku's here, he's trying to prevent that. Like it's really interesting stuff, man. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to seeing how my goat Izuku finally puts an end to this conflict, because holy shit. But yeah, just a really good chapter. I really like this chapter of MHA, man. Just a really good one. Good stuff for Izuku, Nana, and Shigaraki. I am really curious to see how Izuku is going to respond to what is about to happen, because shit is about to go left. At least in accordance to what happens with Shiggy's backstory. So I'm not sure how that's how he's gonna respond, especially since like it's basically like he's here. Like when Truck Kun almost runs him over and he notices like his backpack got messed up.
Die.
Yeah, like he could just die here. So like I am really unsure as to how Izuku's gonna resolve this. But yeah, it's just really good stuff. Fuck, there was something else that I wanted to mention about this chapter, but I forgot. What was it? Fuck, let me look at this chapter again. There was something else in particular that I was like, oh, this is a cool little thing. Damn it. What is it? Oh, I like how we get to see Shigaraki's interpretation of Deku. I think that's cool. The fucking evil Deku. We finally get to see that nigga looks like a demon
like
in
that.
Shigaraki's eyes. Like, that is so cool. I even like how like he's kind of like wispy, so like you see him like breaking away in some parts. It's really cool, man. I hope we get to see more of this, I guess, negative Deku or whatever. I hope we get to see more of him. I hope he's here throughout the rest of this encounter in the house. And yeah, just really cool stuff. Very creative. I dig. Good chapter. Let me look through these comments and then we can move on to our next one. Let me scroll up all the way up here. Boom, boom, boom. Let me see. Zero says, my washed goat Zenith finally noticed me in his Kagurabachi video. Let me see. Oda watched Dune and realized that sandworms are pretty dope.
I mean, yeah, they are.
Hey, man. Shouts out.
They're all right.
The Gorosei with the sword definitely seems like the strongest, and Saturn is likely the weakest.
It's so funny because he's like so small in that double page, like compared to the rest.
Yeah. Hey, man, he's compensating. Hold on now. He has to be powerful. Weary Exile saying, also, Sailor, I need your commentary on Chain Soldier. In fact, this would be the best addition to the podcast instead of Jujutsu Mid. Also, Fubuki is peak taste, but Tenka is too goated. Tenka is a pretty good choice. She's top 3 for me. I think my top 3 are... I don't know. Because it's definitely Fubuki and Tenka. I feel like my third spot can change at any point. I really like Tobera just because of how much of a shithead she is. She's so funny. So it's probably Tobera, to be honest. She's so funny. But yeah, Fubuki, that's my queen right there. Chain Soldier, very good. Very, very good. I like that one a lot. Let me see. The Sandworm reminded me I haven't watched Dune 2 yet. You should. As someone who hasn't seen either movie, you should.
L.
Hey man, this is how it is. I hate Zenith.
It is an L, correct? Go on.
I hate Zenith saying that I just realized that Vegapunk's tongue is longer than the average meat. It's bigger than most cocks out there, guys. You ever think about that?
Fun fact.
I believe you think about that.
Only educational
What the hell? Kimono saying it's clear Oda made Zoro's fight so long just to write him out of fighting the elders. He would have neg-diffed them niggas. I feel it.
So true.
But yeah, I'm excited to see whatever Zoro does next. Rob Gucci was just that powerful. Made Zoro remember his asthma. Real talk, bro. Hey, I was thinking about, I had to go in the page for a second, drop my inhaler off, but then again, Zoro probably wouldn't want it as, a black man. He probably wouldn't want that. But yeah, man, I was thinking for a while too, like, man, I hope niggas just give Rob Lucci more credit, because it's not like he's like, obviously it's not like he was overpowering Luffy or Zoro, but he held his own for a little bit, Nigga did a little song for a little bit, So hopefully people start to see Rob Gucci in a better light.
Nah, both his fights this arc have been like him actually fighting, and then the moment his opponent tries, he loses. That happens with Luffy too.
Bro, someone pointed it out too. I didn't even realize Luffy slept on this nigga mid-fight, bro. Oh my god, that's crazy.
Is done. Like, he's not exactly
not too much on Rob Gucci. Not too much, bro. Hey, not too much. Let me look through more of these. What would the worm hybrid look like?
Big neck.
It's
gonna look like Leto the second. That's a Dune reference for you, for all the Dune fans.
I have seen
all my Dunites out there.
You want to see something that's ugly, Sailor? Just look that up.
I was gonna say he'd just be Saint Jupiter with like big teeth and fucking DSLs. That's just his hybrid form. But yeah. Let me read some more of these. I wonder how influential Dune is in Japan. ReZero has Dune worm references, but I'm not aware of other series having them. I don't know. I never knew that. That's cool that ReZero has that reference. I hate Zenith. Says Zenith, stop trying to figure out how history influences these devil fruit powers, you damn nerd.
I mean, yeah, that is just like my thing. If my channel was not about anime, it would be about that. That is my other thing I love.
That is true. That is very true. I think damn. I think the sandworm ability might be when he gets cut, he turns into more worms. True. Similar to Upper Moon form in Demon Slayer. True. Also, Kimono says, since I'm new, I gotta know, do y'all think Goroseis are above the admirals? I think so.
I think it's too soon.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
I think it is too soon, but yeah. In this arc anyway,
if
yeah.
I had to bet, I would say yes.
Yeah.
If money on the table, you got to give an answer right now. I'd say yes, they are stronger than the admirals.
Same here.
I think it's only just because of just like we don't know how to damage them yet, though. Like I feel like once we figure out how to damage them, it's wallahi.
Well, it's interesting because Oda's kind of reintroduced the idea, because Oda likes that, because it was the same thing with the Logias pre-time skip. You couldn't damage them normally. You had to find their weakness. Well, then he introduced Haki and Logias they were easier to fight.
They became
But now,
fruits, really.
yeah, they just became normal devil fruits. But now we have the Gorosei who appear to be invulnerable. You can't hurt them; they just heal through anything. But I'm sure it's going to be the same thing where they have a weakness. Now, if their weakness is just you got to hit them with really strong hockey, that would be pretty disappointing. That is just
that advanced conquer shit.
Gotta hit them with big hockey.
And
I mean, honestly, the advanced
Go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say, like real talk. If it really does take advanced conqueror, then I think that would still work in itself, because obviously there are very few people who actually have that a degree of conqueror's hockey or even business conqueror's hockey at all. So, it could still work.
I think it would make sense. I just think,
well, I mean,
it's a big debate whether or not Luffy's been using advanced conqueror's hockey throughout this fight or not, because it's like there's the black lightning and stuff when he hits, but it's not, his hands aren't coated and we don't see like the same impact frames and everything. But I think
he did in that. I think he absolutely did in that like pancake attack.
When he did that pancake attack, I think he was using advanced hockey and it didn't affect Saturn. Like, he was still fine. So I don't think it's just a hockey thing.
Interesting. Yeah, I feel like once we figure out how to damage the Gorosei, it's GG's for those niggas. But I guess overall, I think the Admirals are stronger. But hey, right now the Gorosei agenda is agendaing. So right now, yeah, I think Gorosei are more powerful. Let me see. Wet Napkin says, listen, Zoro didn't want to embarrass himself in front of his boyfriend Sanji, so he locked in. Can't let the hoes see me down. Real shit. Komodo then says, Zoro versus Lucci is just Sukuna versus Maki. The second bro locked in, the fight ended. Real shit, bro. Real shit. Hey, I respect that. Let me see. Hardy Hologram says, Zenith, I didn't become an honored 1-tier patron to see you take this slander. Fight back, brother.
I have. The conversation just wasn't there at this point.
Hey, man, real shit. But shouts out to you for being an honored one. We appreciate that.
Hell yeah.
Let me see.
Shout it out in every video.
You're damn right. Then Lexton has said a lot. Let me see. Let me read through some of these. Let me read through our guys' comments. Honestly, Lucci should die in this arc. Damn.
Correct.
I don't see much potential for his character after this.
Zero purpose.
He should kill himself now. Damn, bro. Let me keep reading the rest of this, though. I don't see much potential for his character after this. We'll just be wondering where he's at when Straw Hats are battling Emu. Hey, not too much on Rob Gucci. You know what I'm saying? He has some plans in the tuck. We just haven't seen him yet. You know what I'm saying? He's plotting, scheming, if you will. You know?
Losing.
Not too much. Not too much on my guy.
Getting his ass beat.
People say not too much on their favorite character and then not say that to the author who did it to them.
Listen, bro, I know I could never win that battle, man. I know I could fucking never, man. Trust me, I've learned. God. Lexton then says maybe the elders get killed in this arc. Damn. So that the Marines and Holy Knights take the spotlight when they fight Emu. Since right now Straw Hats need to get through CP0, Marines, Holy Knights, Elders before Emu. Bro, don't even worry about it. We got a grand fleet. We finna put that joint to work. It's gonna be great. Let me see. Let me look through some of these. Let me see. Tyreek saying, dude, Shigaraki's father Kotaro is a piece of crap. He literally created a cycle of hatred between Hero Society and the next generation of villains, all for one used to his benefit. Yeah, Kotaro is a dickhead. I understand how he feels. Like, I understand why he felt the way that he did. But yeah, still an asshole. Still a very big dickhead.
I mean, but like I said, it was a pretty fucked situation. It's like yeah, Nana could have explained it better to him, but at the same time, he was still too. I don't think it would have made a difference because like he was still also young when she left. So I don't think it would have made a difference.
Yeah, because like even if she does explain like, hey, I'm leaving you so you don't fucking die, like
I guess
that's
still
not gonna.
abandonment issues.
Yeah, you're still abandoning your kid. Yeah, so it's a tough situation regardless. Excuse me, but yeah, Kotaro still a dickhead. Zero saying the fraud sailor should add Mato Sehi no slave for the podcast. That would make him less of a bum. Also, I agree with you, Weary Exiled. Tenka is truly goated. Well, listen, I see the vision, but apparently my co-hosts are blind, man. You know, they're not caught up on peak. That's just how it is, you know. So we'll just keep that in the vault for now, you know, when we're all seeing the vision.
Manga.
What?
I don't read manga, bro. I don't read that shit.
What? Nigga, we got a podcast.
Yeah, bro. The wiki goes hard, bro. I got time to read all that shit.
Damn,
It is
bro.
a well-kept wiki, to be fair.
It is
I
a
would've
well-kept
used it.
wiki.
Bro,
Yeah.
I just skim the pages and guess everything else.
Bro had to get back to doing his fucking dailies. I respect that.
Bro plays ad-libs with the speech bubbles.
But yeah, bro. Listen, Mato Sehi no slave, goated. I love that series. Shout out Tenka. Let me see. Cool fact: we found out Shigaraki's mom's surname this chapter, Magi. Is that true? I never knew that.
I don't know. I don't read the chapters.
Real talk, bro. True.
I don't remember seeing anything about it, actually.
I was about to say, I'm not
Am
sure.
I just stupid? Like, did I miss that?
Is he
I would
stupid,
love if you
chat?
just made that up. That'd be so funny.
That would
Please
be
tell me
so
you just
fucking
made that up.
hilarious. Red flag.
Honestly, chat, you guys should just make up shit like all the time, but try to make it sound like you're telling the truth. Don't be obvious about it. Just be like, oh, did you guys know this? And then just like, tell a complete lie, and we'll be like, oh, that's interesting.
Really cool.
Yeah, really
awesome.
put it to the test.
Real talk. Red Flash saying,
Is he talking about page 4 at the bottom where you like see the fucking thing? It's like you see 2 names on it.
Oh,
I can't read that
okay.
shit. How?
I guess it kind of looks that way. Okay.
Mm,
Good eye.
I just see
Bro, pulled out
Wanji.
his
Yeah, I can't
fucking-
read that shit at all.
Bro, pulled out the fucking microscope to read that.
Hey, bro.
Bro's
Listen,
investigating the fucking panel.
that nigga has to have a Sharingan, chat. I just went to the eye doctors and they told me, nigga, you got 20/20 vision. I don't know what the fuck this says. That nigga has to have a Sharingan, a Rinnegan, something. Check that nigga now, Your Honor. Yeah. Shouts out. Deku wearing his middle school uniform in the last panel. Also, Mon was drawn super realistic. True. Let me see. All I can think about is the last season opener where Deku reaches towards current Shigaraki and he erodes away to Tenko, convinced that's going to be the literal ending. Yeah, I thought about that too. I remember seeing a gif of that when I was looking for stuff for a thumbnail one week, and I was like, oh, that's very fitting. I would not be surprised if that was the case, honestly. Zero saying my washed goat Zenith will hopefully rise up as the strongest Anituber of today. Then he will actually be goated and not a loser like Kusakabe.
Man,
Damn, he's got a lot to live up to.
I've got like, are you a hater or a fan? Like, pick a lane. Bro.
It's one and the same, often.
Yeah, right? It's the
That's
same
so
shit.
true.
It's the same shit, man. It's the same shit. But yeah, with all that being said, are you guys ready to move on to the next chapter this week?
Sure.
All right. So
Redragon.
let's fucking go, bro. Unironically, really good shit. Really good shit. Redragon is very good. I'm gonna reread
Good to
these
be
8
back.
chapters soon because I'm like, man, there's so much I forget. I want to go back and read the other ones. But yeah, man, Redragon, That's that real shonen shit. We want to talk about even realer shonen shit. Blue Box, bro. Holy fuck.
Dude,
Oh my
God.
God. It was so good.
Oh, fucking good, dude.
Oh my God, bro. First off, color page, banger. Then we go into the rest of the chapter too. Oh, that final spread. Oh my God.
That shit had me hyped, bro.
That shit
It was
had me
good.
so hyped.
Although, since we're talking about other manga, will say a Spy Family, fucking awesome.
We're not talking about mid, okay? We're talking about Blue Box right now, okay? We're not talking about that other bullshit, all right? We're talking about adjusting our fucking sock, and we have our fucking promise bracelet on still, pussy. They don't do it like that in Spy Family. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Silver, I read the new Blue Box chapter and I cried.
Bro, I was tearing up. I ain't going no bullshit. I was tearing up.
It was pretty good. I didn't cry, but it was really good.
It was really good. I'm not joking. I was tearing up. But shout out Spy Family, though. Like I said, I got to catch up on that one. I'm sure it was really good. But yeah, I guess we'll get into the actual chapter. Chainsaw Man, chapter 158. Fellas, how are we feeling about this one?
I love the designs in this series, man.
Bro, the guillotine devil looks so sick.
I love it.
I will say, the Guillotine Devil is pretty cool. Well, and he was spitting this chapter. When he went Gyeon-hee, that's fucking spoke to me.
Bro, that's my fucking goat right there. Unironically, really cool powers too. Like,
Yeah.
that shit is so cool.
And the craziest part is apparently this guy's supposed to be in his weakened state.
Yeah.
Okay, which is really fucking wild.
Bro. So was the Falling Devil too. That bitch caused like
bring that up.
natural disasters.
Insane.
Yeah.
All over the world.
All over the fucking world. Just a bunch of gravitational fluctuations and shit. Just because she like touched down on the planet. Like,
and she was weak.
Oh my God,
Dude,
bro.
I was talking about this with a commenter like yesterday. It's like the final fights of this series are going to be insane.
Oh yeah.
Like they're just going to be on such a weird scale because that's Fujimoto portrays power in such an interesting way where it's like the Darkness Devil is extremely powerful, but it's not like big attacks that show it. It's just how weird they are. Instead of showing how destructive the Gun Devil is, you get the actual, like, you just get a list of its victims.
Like victims, yeah.
It's so creative in how it shows power. So I'm really interested in how it's gonna, like, be portrayed when we get to, like, the Death Devil. Like, that's gonna be
That shit's gonna be so wild. Holy fuck, bro.
I can't even imagine that.
Yeah. Literally insane. Taco, were you about to say something earlier? I'm not sure if we cut you off or not.
Oh, I was just gonna say, bro, I'm so lucky I'm not in this series because if I was one of those guards when they got all their clothes cut off, bro, I would have got a boner. My horny ass could never.
I'm glad you were cut off anyway.
Yeah, we should have cut you off sooner.
I'm glad we let him cook, bro.
It would have been a real dilemma, bro.
Hey man, that's a real devil would have been unleashed in that hallway. Real talk. But yeah, I really love the Guillotine Devil's design. This goofy fucking bird thing, whatever. I love this idiot. It's just how he's interacting with everyone the whole chapter. Speaking of idiots, I gotta talk about my goat. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, the greatest chainsaw man of all time. Haruka is back. We're fucking here, baby. Haruka is back. We're finally back, man. Finally, I can enjoy Chainsaw Man. Yeah, I can enjoy Chainsaw Man again, man. For the longest time, I've thought, it's cool, but it's missing something. And by God, we figured out exactly what it was, ladies and gentlemen. Haruka's back. I guess Yoru did some cool stuff. Whatever. Fami, okay. But Haruka's back. Let's fucking go.
Which one's Haruka?
Bro, don't
was
act
waiting
like
for
you don't
that.
fucking forget. Don't, bro. I told
You're
you.
right. I'm sorry. I'm not acting. Which
Oh.
one's Haruka?
Yeah, no, he's not acting. I was waiting for you to say that, Taco.
Bro, he's the one in the middle on page 10.
Oh yeah.
Don't, oh yeah, bro, that's the GOAT.
Yeah.
That's the #1 dick eater in the tri-state
That's-
area.
Chainsaw
Oh, that's
Man's
why
big
you like
fan.
him. That makes sense.
What do you mean by that?
You know exactly what we mean by
What
that.
the hell you mean by that, bro? That's fucked. Ah, fuck! I ruined my pen. All right, whatever.
My
But-
favorite part of the chapter is when the guillotine dough is like, Gioni! And then, you know, Fam's just like, Gilly, shut up. So he goes, Gioni!
That's fucking wild. That was my favorite part too.
He's just like me for real. My favorite part of the chapter was probably just page 7. I like the paneling on this page of Yoru kicking this nigga in the head. It's very funny. But yeah, we finally have it. It seems like we're getting back. We're meeting back up with some familiar faces. First we had Fami, we had Asa. Now we have the I guess the remnants of the Chainsaw Man Church, but also the members of the Chainsaw Man Club or whatever the fuck. So yeah, it's really cool to see these guys back. I did not think we would see them again, to be honest. It made me sad.
Yeah.
Bro,
I'm
Benny
really
gone.
curious what role they even have in the story now.
Bro,
I'm really glad you're
dick
not
eaters.
sad, Taylor.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate that. Yeah, man, they're just gonna be dick eaters again. They're just like, oh my god, Chainsaw Man's here. That's awesome. So that's all their role's gonna be. They're just here to
So-
glaze and then leave.
Genuine question for y'all.
Okay.
Do you think, because we have a whole group of people who want to get to Chainsaw Man for their own reasons, and
Mhm.
currently Chainsaw Man is a cut-up Denji.
Yep.
Do you think this is where Denji, gets revealed? To
Yeah.
them?
Yeah, absolutely.
Probably.
Absolutely.
'Cause I could
yeah.
Oh, I
totally
thought you were gonna say, do you think they're each gonna take a piece of his body for themselves?
Oh, what the fuck?
Take that shit like the gun
Oh,
devil
what the hell's wrong
pieces.
with you, Zenith? Why the fuck would you even bring that up? You're fucking crazy, dude. What the hell's your problem, man?
I want to say that there are allegations against me, which are not true.
Just the way you set that up, I was like, what the fuck is the amount of say?
I just think you think poorly of me, actually.
I mean,
I mean, that's aside from the point.
All right.
so they're gonna one of them's gonna pocket his ear or something, and fucking keep it to themselves.
Yeah, that's where my mind goes, huh? That's how
Man.
you feel.
This just reminded me of my washed queen Fumiko, man.
I was
Fuck.
thinking of that too. That is
Damn it.
tragic, man.
Damn it, man.
Ah,
That was supposed to be another one for the boys back home. Another W on the board, but instead we fucking lost. She ruined it, chat. Fuck. But I think to answer your actual question, Zenith, and not the hypothetical that you clearly posed.
yeah.
Yeah,
course.
I think this is absolutely gonna be the time where they figure out Denji's Chainsaw Man.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think it's all gonna be the bit of just Asa being like, wait, this nigga was actually telling the truth. What? Like he was
Yeah,
actually like,
that.
yeah, he wasn't lying. What the fuck? What a loser. God.
And then you got the Chainsaw Man Church guys. Wait, hey, this is Chainsaw Man? What a fucking letdown.
Yeah. What a
or
fucking dork.
alternative, he becomes the new Beam and is just his fan.
Yeah.
Through and through.
Oh my god, Chainsaw Man. That's so based. Let's go. Yeah. I'm hoping that does happen now. That'd be funny. But yeah, I feel like everyone is gonna have their own reactions, and Fami is just gonna be like, guys, can we please just move him? Can we please just get him somewhere safe? My god. So yeah, I'm expecting they figure out this arc. I'd be surprised if they didn't, to be honest. If for some reason they didn't find out who Chainsaw Man was, like legitimately, I'd be shocked.
Here's the thing, bro. You ain't see enough like superhero stuff because that happens a lot. Where like the main, the hero will be like close to being revealed, and he'll just pull some last minute stuff out to like figure it out or something. There's a part in the Spectacular Spider-Man cartoon where Peter just drops down with the costume on but the mask off, like in like an alleyway, and his classmates are just there.
No.
And he gets lucky because it's Halloween.
That's funny, actually. I like that.
Like, that's the kind of shit that I'm just used to that happening. That's just superhero 101. And, like, it's clear that there's some inspiration from superhero stuff in Chainsaw Man with, like, you know, the whole secret identity and all that.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. I do not know ball when it comes to that sort of stuff. So it totally could be a case. But yeah, I do think that they are going to figure it out.
Right. They're not going to find out who it is, and I agree with your other point too. They are going to like split up his body parts and each keep one. I think you're fucking personal.
We're just on the same page all the time. It's uncanny.
Some would say scary even.
You're just correct all the time, man. I don't know what to say.
You're
really good at this. You should start a YouTube and make videos about manga and anime. You're really good at this.
Thank you.
Real talk. Well, let me look through some of these comments, and then we can run on to our final chapter of the week. If you guys don't have anything else you want to say on Chainsaw Man.
I do have one more thing I want to say.
What's up?
Go ahead.
Peace. Wow.
Yo, knee. Okay, that's it.
Okay.
That's some real shit. That's some real shit.
I like its design. It has ears for a nose. That's weird. It's a little weird, huh? It's a little strange.
Bro, I think he's a handsome guy.
How can you smell with him?
Not very well, I imagine.
I think he's a cool guy.
Yeah,
he seems pretty chill.
Kyo-ni is nothing but cool to me.
You're goddamn right.
He told him to slaughter him, and he didn't kill him. He's pretty chill.
Yeah, he's chill. Like, he doesn't want to be about that life, which is like actually weird. What the hell? It should be in its nature to kill people, so that's really weird. Now, that
maybe it's just because Fami's telling it not to.
Hey,
no, she told him to slaughter everyone.
Yeah, she literally like.
Yeah, she wanted them dead.
She's like, I told you to kill them all. And then it says,
Yoni! Hey, man, my guy's independent. Now he does what he wants. He's independent, bro. That's some real shit. Maybe he's, he doesn't want to stain his blade with mid. I don't fucking know. But yeah.
They could be nice people.
Yeah,
so
right?
Relax.
I've detected that they have families waiting for them back at home. That's what Gyoni means. Hey.
That's so dumb.
This is so stupid.
Bro, I hope that's the bit where it's just him just like saying Gyoni. It's just like actual sentence. He's actually the smartest motherfucker in Chainsaw Man.
Well, it wouldn't be hard.
Not much of a competition.
Damn, bro, come on, man. We have intellectuals like fucking Asa, she knew that stuff in the aquarium. Hey, she knew the stuff in the aquarium.
I'm happy for her.
We have fucking Fami. She's in a school uniform, so clearly she's studious. We got fucking
but you're right, I concede.
Yeah, you got it, man. You've convinced me. You've shown me the light.
Hey, man. I'm glad I could bring y'all over to the winning team, man. I appreciate that. Thank you. Let me look through the rest of these comments real quick. Zero, to answer the question from earlier, says, I'm Sailor's hater, but I'm a big fan of my washed goat Zenith. See, you got a fan, Zenith. There you go.
Okay, cool. Oh, yeah.
Lexton says we're getting 6 chapters of Ruri Dragon, and then it's going to be in Jump Plus, and it's going to be bi-weekly like Spy Family. Shouts out.
Okay. No,
Hell yeah.
I can fuck with that. Cool.
Hell yeah.
Happy for the author that they're getting a good situation for him.
Yeah, seriously. I'm so happy for him. Wet Napkin says, I need to know how the guillotine devil runs. Bro.
It waddles.
He
bro,
just
like,
vibes.
really fast.
He has wings. He flies.
That is true. You
Yeah.
can see them. They're in the page.
I think he just has pure aura and just floats.
I can see that too.
It's some real shit right there, man. That's some real shit. Swaggy P indeed. Lexton then says, falling being nerfed activated the neurons of all power scalers like Zenith. Zenith, how do you feel? Your neurons activated?
True. Dude, I mean, I told y'all, like, already, it's like, it's insane.
It is kind of nutty. I shit cap. Wet Napkin asks, this is for you, Taco, saying you'd catch a fucking boner in the hallway. Says, would the boner be because of the guillotine devil?
No, it's just everyone else is naked, bro.
Oh. Real shit. True.
Bro, I get embarrassed easily, bro. I'm sensitive.
Real shit. Lexton.
Bro, you just gotta know, bro. I'm on the verge of having a boner at all times. Anything can set it off, bro.
And I gotta know that. Like, is that,
it takes
on
the
the
one
itinerary?
little thing, bro. It takes one thing to just set me over the edge.
Oh my god. It's like the
Yeah,
thing from fucking Avengers. That's the thing. I'm always bricked up, head ass.
Yeah, bro. The fucking wind could hit me at the wrong angle, bro. And I'm out there.
That nigga lets out a soft moan and is bricked up immediately. It's insane. Insane, bro. Most sensitive skin of all time. Eternally cursed to be bricked up. That would be a curse. Real shit. Lexton says, honestly, public safety treatment of Denji makes more sense. If Denji can grow to be as powerful as the primal devils, he could wipe out humanity single-handedly.
Very true.
Very true, yes. Then Lexton says, Asa arrives as they take off Denji's face, so Denji's identity stays hidden. That would be funny.
Shit, though.
Hey, man, don't put it past him, I guess. We'll just have to wait and see. I don't think we're on break, right? So who knows? It could be next chapter. But yeah, just looking forward to the next one. Good chapter. You guys ready to move on to our final one this week?
Yep.
Perhaps.
True. All right. So Kagurabachi Chapter 25. Fellas, how are you feeling about this one?
Dude.
I really love this chapter.
It was really good. It was really good. I was not expecting, jumping ahead by a lot, I was not expecting the end of this chapter at all. Like, holy fuck. I was like, what is happening, dude? This whole chapter was insane. I really wish, I wish we got more of Shiba versus the older brother of the Sazanami, because I love their interactions, like just in the air as they're going back and forth. Super cool. Also, we got to see more of the abilities of the auction guy.
Yeah.
Damn, that was sick. Like the fact that he can just bring out weapons from there and just like summon them, get right back to business. That is so fucking cool, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
really
Sazanami family is going to be a very interesting opponent, just like as a whole unit.
For sure, yeah. And like even marking the members of the family as like property in this warehouse is fucking like that. God, man. I mean, I feel like if you ever needed proof that the Sazanamis are bastards, I feel like you could just read that part of the lore and just be like, yeah, okay. Yeah. Makes sense. I don't even need to know about all the other bullshit that they have, or the fact that they're like holding actual hostages in there, or, you know, all the other potential shit they could be up to in the underworld. Just like, oh, they just, as soon as you're born, you're marked as property. Got it. Cool. Like, oh man, dude, these guys are so fucked. I'm really trying to figure out how the hell we are gonna get out of this like with the blade, because it seems like they planned out so much shit, dude. Fuck.
It's all according to plan.
All according to plan, at the end there. Like, I don't know what the plan
Yeah,
is,
no, that-
but
Also,
Yeah.
someone, I forget how long ago it was, but someone in the comments pointed out that, and I never went back to check, so they could be wrong. They could be lying to me, but they said that the government doesn't actually have the other, like, the 4 or whatever swords.
Uh-huh.
they have
they
the
have-
users.
Yeah, they have the users, because the users, so to use the enchanted blade, you have to make like a contract, basically, like for life. It's like only that person can use the sword. The reason why Sojo could use it is because the previous user died, so it's like
Yeah.
he that's how he could use Cloud Gouger. So it's like he or the government, they have the people, but the swords are still in possession of all the criminals or whoever stole them originally, which makes sense. So now they're kind of at like
It's a stalemate.
it's a
Yeah.
stalemate. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna bring that up too. Thank you for doing that. Yeah, so man, like this chapter just has so much. Like going back and looking through it all, this chapter has a lot of shit in it, dude. Oh my gosh. Like I love the stuff with fuck, why do I keep forgetting his name? Hakari. I love the stuff with him, and just like how he's used as this negotiation chip at first, and it's like, oh, we don't need him, bluffing, obviously. Then Chihiro tries to get him back, and he's like, oh, okay, all right, he finally has some worth, and just seeing him like break down, it's like, I'm so sorry, like fuck, dude, that stuff is so interesting. I hope my boy catches a W soon, because goddamn, I feel so bad for him. There was also the stuff about just like the fight going on, or I guess like the encounter going on with Chihiro, which just like looked super dope. Like the spread, it's not even a spread, it's just like the way it's angled, it's like a spread. But on page 4, where he's just like flying past all of them, basically, so sick, dude. Like I feel like this chapter does a really good job at just showcasing the strengths of Kagurabachi, which is fucking amazing action and just really good character stuff, man.
Yeah. It has it all, man.
Curious. Oh, sorry, go on.
No, go ahead. I was done.
I'm just really curious what Chihiro's plan is here, because like, you just see like the water flow up, but like, what can he do?
I mean,
Right?
it is interesting because, like, obviously he's still got a connection to his store. Like, we were bringing
it's
him back in the
lifelong
contract thing.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. So it seems like the fact that he can still manipulate it, even and when he's not actually holding it, and he's clearly got some interesting shit planned here.
Yeah.
The problem is like they need to get into the storehouse, but they can't because it's locked behind the head of the family, his ability.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believed, or originally I thought that it's like, oh, well, the way they're going to get past that is through Hakuri. He's a, because they're setting it up. He's a failure of a, magician. What do they call him? Sorcerer. He's a failure of a sorcerer, and he can't use the abilities and all. And I feel like it's setting up for the moment when he's capable of actually using the ability, and he's like what lets them get the upper hand, because then they can actually get into the storehouse or counter the dad's abilities. But I'm wondering, why did Chihiro give him the sword? Like, what was the reason for that exactly? I have no idea.
Maybe. No, because that wouldn't matter, would it? Because I was thinking like maybe like him having that is like. Maybe that somehow leads to like an easier way for Hakuri to get into it, like get into the warehouse, like if he's targeting like I guess where Chihiro's like energy is or whatever. But I feel like that's a pretty far stretch. Maybe it's just to cause a bunch of mayhem, once he once they infiltrate the auction and stuff like that, it's just to create a bunch of crazy shit like that goes on, so then they get like mixed up in the chaos and we just go from there, maybe. Like I truly don't know. But hey, he's very confident, like you guys said. Like, hey, everything's going according to plan. So I don't know what he's got cooking, but it's something.
Yeah.
Just really good stuff this week, man. Just really good. But yeah, I'm not sure if I have much else to say. This was obviously just like a setup chapter. Just a lot of really good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, let me look through.
I like it.
Comments then?
Yeah. Let me see. Is that guy is the guy on page 17? Is he from the Kamunabi? Because I feel like I saw Hiyuki talking to him. Yeah. So he's probably just reacting. Yeah. So it's gonna be really interesting to see what goes on now, especially because they're taking place in it. Maybe they go for that one too.
They're definitely gonna try to buy it too.
Yeah, why not?
Because they want it. So
yeah. We gonna start cooking with this one, man. But
they don't want to fight the man Kagurabachi himself, obviously.
Yeah, they would stand there.
That's why they had to take the sword.
They get neg diffed otherwise. Real talk. Oh, yeah, let me look through these comments. Let me see. Apparently, to means waves in Japan, which hints to use them, hints to them using shockwaves. Oh, okay, cool. Mario saying this Bachi chapter kept whipping me back and forth. Real talk. I hope Cloud Gouger gets reformed and he uses them to get both blades at the auction. That would be pretty cool. That would be pretty cool. Let me see. I don't think it would ultimately do much since Homeboy is still alive, but at least he has it in his possession.
Do you guys know what Kagurabachi means?
Nope,
Sorcery fight.
Nope.
I don't know. I don't know either. I was just asking.
Oh, you were asking? I thought you. You know what?
No, because Zenith, made the joke. Because everyone, the meme is they call Chihiro Kagurabachi.
Yeah.
But it made me think, and I was like, wait, why is it called Kagurabachi? What does it mean?
Hey, man, I don't know. I just thought it was a fun name.
Well, let's see. Hey, what the internet gods tell us.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just looking it up.
I'll keep reading through these comments until we find something. Let me see. Wet Napkin says, I love the fact that it isn't a metaphor. They are actual property. I also think Chihiro will teleport to N10 like Sojo did with the anti-Sojo squad. Oh, okay. That could definitely be what it is then. Because I totally forgot Sojo did that. I gotta go back and reread these chapters. I totally forgot Sojo did that, if that's the case. Yeah, if that's the case, then that's definitely what Chihiro's doing then.
Okay, so from what I can find, Kagura means it's a dance and music ritual that means to entertain the gods. And Abachi is a divine punishment or supernatural retribution.
Okay.
That's interesting.
A ritual of punishment or retribution, I guess.
Oh wait, you mean the title's actually really cool?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it is, yeah.
I would have never guessed.
That should be pretty fire. Lexton says, I like the characterization of the father, the humanity, and the brutality. He could have killed his son at any moment, but he doesn't want to, but he's ready to do it if necessary. Yeah, that was a little bit with him like shaking out of just rage and sadness and being like, listen, bro, I don't want to kill this nigga, but he's overstepped his boundary, so fuck it. I will do it. That is definitely interesting. It's like a twisted sense of love, sort of like we saw with the brother in last week's chapter. Yeah.
I really like that, though. That he's like, the father's clearly, a real evil piece of shit, but at the same time, it's like, he's still not going to just kill his son. Yeah, like, he's still not going to just kill him for, like,
nothing.
even though he kind of, technically, he, in his own mind, he has a good reason to, because his son's a failure and he betrayed them. So it's like he should, in his mind, he's like, yeah, I should kill him, but like, he's still my son. I don't want to.
Yeah, man. Like, I don't want to kill this nigga, bro. Damn. Yeah, and I'm happy, like, that was just let out and known rather than it being like a massive development later on. Like, it's interesting to see just like, yeah, no, I care about this nigga, bro. He's my kid. But I will kill him if I have to, but I'd prefer not to, It's really cool. It's really interesting. Manu saying, what if Chihiro used Akka, the absorption goldfish, and copied the ability of the dad? That would be pretty fire. I would like that a lot. I would like that a lot, dude.
That would be crazy.
That'd be so fucking cool. He then goes on to say, still doesn't answer how he'd use N10 remotely, but that's a thought I had. Yeah, no, that would be really fucking cool.
Using the abilities remotely is just something he possibly could do, because we see Sojo do that, to blow off that one Kaminabi guy's arm, and then he just rides the lightning to get his sword back.
Shit's so swaggy, bro.
It's
Fuck.
so cool.
Let me see. Also, Hiyuki is going to hear Chihiro gave his sword to the Sazanami and is going to be livid. Yeah.
Bro, I wanted that.
Yeah, it's like, so you couldn't give it to the fucking government, you give it to these niggas? What the fuck is wrong with you? He's gonna be like, shh, it's all in the plan. Don't worry about it, sweetheart.
Keikaku, bro. Keikaku.
Yeah, man. Damn, chill out. Let me work here, man. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I'm so excited to see Hiyuki again. She's already one of my favorites. Let me see. Manu then says, but they did set up that the user can feel the sword with the Shinichi user. Yeah, definitely. Let me see. Lexton then says, general rule, if the translators keep the Japanese name, it means the translation would suck, like sorcery fight, or it's impossible to properly translate, like Oshinoko.
Yeah, well, Kagurabachi does have, like, a cool meaning, but it's not a very snappy title.
Well,
hey, man,
like
we'll just...
Dance of Retribution?
I
Dance of Divine Punishment or something, yeah.
Yeah,
Dance of
something
Divine
like that. It's
Punishment.
like...
It's a bit
kind of
much.
lengthy. Like, it's cool,
Yeah.
but
Kagurabachi rolls off the tongue way.
Kagurabachi does, yeah.
they made the right call with that, I think.
We can get some light novel titles going and jump soon, though, bro. That's the real era shonen right there. But yeah, really good stuff this week. Is there anything else you guys would like to say before we get the fuck up out of here?
No.
True. All right. Well, with that all being said, we're gonna get the fuck up out of here. Thank you guys so much for joining us this week. Let us know down below what your favorite chapter of the week was. Doesn't have to be anything that we talked about here on the pod. It could be Blue Lock, Blue Box, Kill Blue, Grand Blue, Blue Beetle, Blue Period, Blue Exorcist, all that type of stuff, man. Let us know down below. But yeah, with all that being said, we're heading out. Goodbye. Live Toga live says twice right before we end. Shouts out. Oh, and Manu says, you guys think Haruki got the girl in the semi flashback knocked up? Oh my. Soya Crazy Brother said that he had damaged the goods, so it got me thinking. So what do you guys think before we leave? Do you think Haruki hit?
What the fuck? I don't know. Like,
Yeah.
Well, I'm not gonna
that
lie.
one.
I blacked out for like 2 seconds. What are we talking about?
I maybe I get. I don't know,
Bro, he's just
I'm
asking
sorry.
if you think
I
Haruki
wish I
hit.
had a good answer for you, but like straight up, I don't know.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, I think he did. There you go, Manu. I think he was going crazy. But yeah, anyway, we're getting out of here. Goodbye. Mwah. And good night. Bang.